with digital mineral solutions, outsidegems on YouTube. Um, I should have been showing you guys this. I started working on my Android APK, my my mobile app for my phone for Marvin. I started using a different large language model. There was one that was already trained in survival. I'm testing it out with that. Uh, it's from, I forget what model it is. I'll let you know as we go along. I've been like switching back and forth between models, trying to get one that works good. But I want to quit having to go into my terminal to start it up. But right now I'm setting up all the tools. I also am going to be introducing a tool. I might just make it open source and throw it out there for people to use under my company name. It's a compression algorithm. But here I am installing my tools right now for this Android build. I'm also working on a firefighter version of Marvin that does fire prevention by analyzing satellite data over the past like 30 years of fire zones and learns from that. It, um, I'm going to train a machine learning model to detect possible hotspot locations before they even get hot, like the types of forest detritus that builds up and becomes hotspots later. I want to try to prevent fires before we have to send firefighters out. I'd rather just send firefighters to locations to do mitigation and build lines in known and potential danger zones. Marvin will label it with a priority zone, like priority like 1 through 5, and if it's in like say a low number, it's not that big a deal. But if you get like a priority 5, you need to just go out immediately and handle that zone. If a hotspot is detected and there's no fire crews in the area, I want to use ag drones that pop in the area to have fire suppression systems to try to put it out before the firefighters get there. But here, let's install this thing here. I'm working with Termux as my terminal. If anybody's got any comments or anything, please let me know. I started doing this with no knowledge of anything. I use ChatGPT's $20 plus version to pretty much do all my coding for me. Over the last 2 years, I can pretty much read the code now, but I can't. I don't know if I can't write it right now. I do want to learn some languages, but I will do that when I have more time. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get this built up. So this is what I've been doing though here. I'm going into my Marvin, and this is my latest version stuff here. But anybody out there that's interested in doing stuff like this, but don't know how to code, just watch my videos. You can see how I do it, and it works. Okay, we just did this one here. We just did the bash pip install upgrade pip setup tools wheel. Now we're going to install build dozer and Kivy dependencies. I'm going to copy that code. I'm going to go put that into the Termux. And then we'll enter on that and let it go. I wish years ago I knew I could do this with a phone. I didn't know you could do this. This is a Moto G Power phone. It's like a $200 phone from Verizon. I've been doing all my development on it, and Linux laptop that's 6 gigs. It's an old one. Trying to make these systems for low RAM phones, and this version that I'm building right now is for underserved regions of the world, like the rest of the 5 billion people that don't get proper connectivity. They're still running on 2G and 3G networks. This version of Marvin will work totally offline. It'll have communication capabilities, but on like different systems, like long range radio transmission and Bluetooth mesh. I'm making this video from the back porch of the coffee shop in Mapleton, Oregon. Back behind me here is the Susala boat dock. I don't know if you guys can see that back there. With the public dock over here in Mapleton, Oregon. I wish I would have thought about making a video earlier while I was doing this, because I did a lot of work today on this. But this is pretty interesting to me that I can build all this without any knowledge of how to do it like manually with the help of ChatGPT. It's helping me build my own AI system that's offline, or chat system. If anybody's interested in helping me acquire some tools for this, I need a higher RAM Edge AI system. I'd like to get a Jetson or a Nano. If anybody out there has one they're not using, or anybody wants to throw some money my way, I'm on PayPal and outsidegems as outsidegems, and Cash App as outsidegems. I do have a business bank account. I'm looking for loans. I'd rather get grants, but I'm working on some Inception programs. I guess there's one called Inception. It's an Inception program through Google, and there's another one through NVIDIA, and yeah, that's what I'm working on. But yeah, anybody that doesn't, if you don't have any coding skills or even a tech skills or anything, I started this with none of those skills, and here I am. I've already had a version of Marvin working on my phone offline. We've seen that, and I'm working on a better version that handles questions more precise. I've also built into it a compression algorithm that I designed myself with chat's help. That is like a shorthand. I call it the ultra compression. It pretty much squeezes everything together into a consonant stream with minimal vowels in there and no spaces, just enough for the model that I'm using to understand the context and wording without having all the tokens being used, because a token's like 3 or 4 characters, and I only get so many tokens per query. So I was running out of tokens, and so I was like, well, can I just like turn it into shorthand? And boom, we got an algorithm made, which I'm going to turn into a tool and offer as a pip install. So anybody out there is interested in that, let me know. I gotta find out if I'm gonna do it open source or how I'm gonna release it. I haven't decided yet. I live in my van and I'm kind of broke, so I would really like to um, uh, see if there's a way to monetize it. So don't hate me for being a capitalist. I'm not really a capitalist. I'm at the low end of the totem pole. I'm $0 in my van trying to make a buck. So right now, the only thing I can fill my head with is my projects. Hopefully in the future it will help me. So, like and share my videos if you can. I would really appreciate it. And if you know anybody that's interested in this kind of stuff and wants to help a guy out, let me know. So it says it failed to build installable wheels for some pyro project based stuff. So I am going to just do this. This is what I do. Let's see. I should probably just do the last of it here. I'm going to copy and paste that. And then give that to chat, and it tells me Kivy failed to build on Termux, specifically when compiling C extensions. Let me go see what it does. And then it gives me a workaround. To try to rebuild a pre-built Kivy build. Okay. So goal is to build. Okay. All right, let's switch gears. Yes, and yes. These are my little shorthand answers that I figured out works. I don't have to say a bunch. I can just tell it that. And it says, here's your... So now it's going to have me set this up in here. Make sure you're in your Marvin environment. Go over here. Yep, I'm in there. We'll go over here, and we'll go to... Wait. Then we'll go into... Wait. Hey, lady, come over here. Lady, come over here and lay down over here. Right now. Come on, let's go. Lay down right now over here. Get out of the walk path now. Lay the fuck down now. There you go. Good girl. Why do I gotta do it like that? Why do I gotta be so mean? Sorry, guys. She just like... I have to growl sometimes when we're in public. It's weird. When we're alone, she does it right then. I don't even have to say anything. Or I can just snap my fingers. But in public, she's like, it's weird. But here we go. Alright, so we copy that. And we'll put that in there. Paste. And then it goes through. After this one, I'm going to, if this installs right, or whether it does or not, I'm going to end this video, and I'll start another one from where I left off. I want to try to keep my videos around 15 to 16 minutes so that they're not too terribly long, and I don't have to do much editing. I don't really do any editing right now. I just kind of, you're just seeing everything raw as I go. So, yep, that ended that way. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.